Hello everyone! This is my quick tutorial into gaining my first virtual world in Kitely. So this is my screen for managing the world, I guess, and what you can see here are some stats, which will be kind of interesting to see that develop over time. I created a little the name pixelated for my world, as this is a place where I want to have people learn through sort of a gaming immersive experience, habits for saving and spending, and it'll be interesting to see what we can do with that in the future. So I've included that text here. I also thought it was important to try to copyright my name of my world, and with the advice of someone who knows a little bit about that, I have placed that here. I initially tried to put that in the name when I named the world, but I think that interfered with being able to find it because it wanted to include all of that text that you can see here as part of the name. So I also added an image, created a little graphic that you can't really see here. I'll have to figure out what the dimensions are of that space, maybe through the FAQs, and I'll just show you what that's supposed to look like. And it would be something like this. So the name with a little tagline of its purpose. So more to come on developing that further. Now you can see I'm here in my island. I did choose Kitely's Universal Campus because it was highly developed. I liked the open concrete spaces because my vision really is to have the space where people can have this sort of open air concept of little shopping kiosks. And one thing that I did here was to add a couple of items that I've grabbed from various places I've visited and put in my inventory from a previous while in a previous class. So they're here, and I just placed a couple of items to get myself started in that regard. Also in the previous class, I had adjusted my avatar, and if I can change my camera perspective here a little bit, I'll see if I can get it to turn around so you can see my face. I have a very strange bald spot in the back of my avatar's hair, but I created a texture for the shirt, and I plan to change the clothing later on, but I thought that was kind of fun to customize the look here. As far as navigating the island, we'll take a little fly around here, and I'll show you some of the areas that are here, just in case there are some who may not have chosen this island or haven't yet explored it. It's a really high-tech looking place, which is also a reason that I chose it, because if it is a thing that I really get to use in the future, I think I would like the clean lines, sort of this, I think that would appeal to younger viewers and or users, and for those new to a virtual space, I think it's just a little bit more easy to digest visually. So that's why I selected it. And Eileen had also once said something about using open spaces because of some complications with entering buildings, and given my plans to create a shopping experience, I thought that might be a good idea too, to have an island where there are open spaces, such as the one I showed you when we entered, where I added the little kiosk for the ice cream stand and the cotton candy and the pizza and so on. So that way we can really visit those things without having to enter a building and try to navigate around that, although that might be something I'd like to explore in the future. So we'll just fly around the island a little bit here and get you a sense of some of the things that are here. Lots of really cool buildings, pathways. There's a heliopad here, and I hope to be able to customize the flags maybe in the future. This is the Welcome Center, and I'll just turn around here. I think over here there was a pretty cool looking space. Below me is a rooftop cafe space that also might be a pretty neat place to shop. One thing I did find is if you fly too far to the edge of the perimeter of the island, in my experience, I get stuck there and I'm not able to just simply turn around and fly back. But if you use the map feature and then just double click on another area of the island, or even like say this was, if I got stuck over here, I could just double click in anywhere else in the island and I would get placed back in that without having to quit the viewer. So that was just a little tip that I found that I thought I would share. I did purchase the 4-region island, so I'm still trying to figure that out. I guess it's this is a region, this is a region, this is a region, and this is. So more to come on that. Initially I thought it might be actually 4 different islands that I could connect, and maybe that is actually the case too. So it's week 1. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Well, that's my tour for now, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to learning more with all of you. Thanks.